I started something called the greeting ritual. And you can do this for a kid of any age. In order to direct a child, you need to connect with a child. If you don't have that connection and relationship, it's very hard to get cooperation from them. So my greeting ritual was this. I was devoted to 10 minutes every time I saw Lexi first thing in the morning, when I picked her up at school, or when I picked her up too late on a Friday night at Jordy's. I was committed to not interrogating her, asking her questions. Questions feel intrusive when you're going through the struggle for independence and you're a teenager. They do. So I just as soon lie, even though I'm not doing anything wrong, but I don't want to let you in. That's what it's like. I wasn't going to do any of that. I was just going to hang out with her. I was just going to be kind of pleasant. And in order to do that, I needed props. So I bought some bubble gum, the Hubba Bubba stuff that's really big. And, you know, I texted her, I'm outside in the car waiting for her, and I stuffed this gum in my mouth, and I recorded Frank Zappa onto a CD. And you know Frank Zappa, right? And it was just crude and awful, and I'm chewing bubble gum, and I'm just trying to blow bubbles. And you know, she kind of comes to the car, and I could see that sort of defensive look, but by the time she got in, she's looking at me, and I'm listening to Frank and blowing bubbles. And it was just really funny. And it shifted things. It changed the tone of our relationship because I was committed to dropping the interrogation. I realized relationship first. She's needing to get support, and any questions felt intrusive. So a collection dance, a greeting ritual, all of these things can be really, really helpful. And as time went on, what I noticed is if I didn't interrogate and do all that nagging and stuff, within 10 minutes she started telling me things. Like one night when I picked her up, she said, you know, Mom, the reason we're late is we didn't want Sophie standing at the bus stop by herself. And then she would start to say, and you know what, I'm really worried about math right now. And she could start talking to me because I wasn't on her all the time. She'd start to open up and she could trust me.